What's poppin' T Squad? It is your girl Keisha and Sheridan. We are back after almost it's been about 8 9 months with a new episode of Tea Party. Sheridan, say what's up to the T Squad.
Hey, T Squad.
All right, we are here today to discuss Tasha K's interview with Shawn. Is it Stockton or Stockman? Stockton?
Girl,
Stockman.
listen,
Stockman.
like something. Shine.
From Boyz II Men's Mistress Avonte Wright. This was a doozy.
Yeah.
This interview was bananas. I watched it the day that it aired and I was yelling at my phone, just blown away at the stupidity of it all. I called Sheridan today and I was like, we got to do a tea party video on this because last year we did the tea party video on Ariane Curry and you all responded to it so well. It got so many views. And Avonte Wright reached out to Tasha K because she saw Ariane's interview with Tasha K, and she said that it triggered her, it really bothered her because she couldn't understand why Ariane was so mad with Melody, the wife. Because she herself was a mistress, but she said she respected the wife. She never blamed the wife. She never had an attitude with the wife. So she wanted to come on to Tasha's show to tell her experience of being a mistress slash spiritual wife. Okay, since this is fresh for you, friend, what did you feel? And especially, I really want to talk about this with Sheridan because you all know Sheridan is my pastor. And Avonte and Shawn had a spiritual marriage through the Israelite religion. I don't know anything about that religion, but he had that going on with her, but he didn't have it going on with his wife. I don't even did the wife even know about this religion or not?
If I'm not mistaken, from what it sounded like, the wife was like, "Girl, bye." Like she wasn't. She wasn't joining.
Exactamundo. Okay, so let's start from the beginning of her story when she said she met Shawn back
Well,
in
hold
the.
on.
Go
Can
ahead.
I just say that I
Mhm.
laughed during your introduction because when I hear mistresses say that they respect the wife, I just crack up immediately because just the fact that you are a mistress is
Like
disrespectful. And I don't understand why you don't know that.
it's a contradiction, man. Like you make no sense, you fool.
Right.
So she said she met Shawn in the late 90s while she was a centerfold model for Black magazines, and she was actually in a relationship already. I believe. Was she engaged or was she just in a relationship?
She was engaged.
Okay, she was engaged to apparently somebody that was high profile. That I'm like, you left whoever this man was for this foolishness, but okay. She said that she knew the bass. What was his name? Mike, the bass guy from
Yeah.
Boyz II Men, the one with the deep voice. Hey, ladies, this is Mike. Him that got kicked out the group. She knew him. She was invited to one of the concerts, went backstage, met everybody, and when she met Shawn, he said some shit like if you're a family to Mike, then you're family to us, or some bullshit, and that just made her panties drip. Like she was in it to win it. She said as soon as she saw him, she said that's gonna be my husband. um if she talking about Shawn in the late 90s, I just don't get it. I don't see it. I don't even see it now. Jesus, I'm Ray Charles.
Oh,
Never saw it for him. Never saw it for none of them. To be honest with you. Yeah, no. Gross. But she said that when she met him, he wasn't married to his current wife. Were they even together?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, well, the wife, I guess, came after her, but she said that her and Shawn were friends at first and that they weren't intimate until about a year and a half into their friendship
Correct.
or whatever, because he told her that when they become intimate, that mean that they will be spiritually bound with one another. And he introduced her to the Israelite religion because Wanye was in it, and I guess Wanye introduced it to him, and he introduced it to her. And can you explain anything that you know about this religion, if you know anything, friend?
I don't know a whole lot. What I can say is that I know that they kind of use loosely, I want to say, use the Bible to as their text. I don't know if they use other books or not. I can also say that I do know that there is heavy um misogyny in
Mm-hmm.
this faith, or yeah, it's a faith, in this religion, that there's heavy misogyny, that men are like the center of the universe. Everything revolves around the men. So I don't know a whole lot. I don't want to disrespect them, but it's giving
Right.
cult vibes to me. But go ahead.
It's giving something. Okay, so in this religion, also, much like I guess the Muslim faith, that they're allowed to have several wives or whatever. Um,
Well, it depends on what kind of Muslim, because there are different kinds of
okay,
Muslims.
true,
So
true, true, true,
everybody's not allowed to have
true, true, true,
multiple
true.
wives, but yes.
So one key thing that stood out to me from the beginning was when Shawn's bodyguard found out that she had a thing for him. He made a comment to her that he was surprised by that because she was too dark for him. And she said that she was like, okay, like, oh, all right. Well, I guess I never have a chance with him, but obviously she did. But that stuck out to me because when I looked up the wife was indeed light skinned, high yellow or whatever. So I'm like, does he have like a stigmatism within himself that he can lay with a dark skin or a chocolate woman, but he can't marry one because he wants kids that are lighter skin complexion? I wonder what that's about, because it's obvious that this was a thing for him, for his bodyguard to say that. What do you
Right.
think
But
about that?
first of all, it was triggering for me. So your well, the newer people, the newer members of the T Squad don't know this, but y'all know I am anti-colorism all day and night. And I'm a dark-skinned woman, as y'all can see on the screen. And so I have my pageant or whatever where I use my platform to talk against colorism in our community. Number one, I was triggered because, for obvious reasons. Number two, I looked at Shawn, a dark. That's it. I have to keep going? Look at Shawn. The self-hate in our community is so disgusting and so real. Like, the colonizers did a number on us, because for a dark-skinned man to, first of all, look at how you say her name,
Avante, I think.
Avante, that baby ain't even dark skinned.
No, Jodeci.
That's
We just gonna call her Jodeci.
she's not even dark skinned. So to look at her and say you're too dark, the fact that he has a paper bag test going on in the back of his mind
Yeah,
is completely disgusting. And if I were her, see, when somebody tell me that, I don't want the person no more.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
that told me a lot about her right there.
Yeah, well, I will say that one thing. She said that this was going on when she was in her 20s. So maybe she didn't know no better. I don't know. I'll give her that much. But yeah,
I
that's
guess y'all be doing that age thing. I don't. I'd be like, you
because
old enough
everybody
to know
don't
that.
know, and everybody ain't raised to know certain things.
Innate in our community, though.
Yeah.
Nobody has to tell you, like, nobody has to point the finger and say, you're
Yeah.
black, da da da. In our everyday interactions,
Yeah, true.
this girl, mind you, this is not just anybody. This woman is an urban model when urban model actually meant something.
Yeah.
She was around the Melissa Fords and the Buffy the Bodies and all that. She's a legend in that area, which if you look back at that time and still today in the videos on the magazines, all that, most of those girls were light skinned. Okay, so she, for her to be a legend and a brown skin girl is like, oh. So yeah, I think she is aware. Everybody in our community, even if you don't say it out loud, you aware.
Yeah. And I think that it was quite funny too that he wasn't on her until she said he saw her on a cover of, or I think it was Black Tail magazine or one of those magazines.
I think it's Black Men's
magazine. And I guess he must have saw her, you know, scantily cladly dressed or whatever. And I felt like, even though she said they didn't have sex until a year and a half into it, I feel like that's what he went into it for in the first place. Because the fact that he didn't even see her until then, that's when he asked for her number. The whole thing just made me just look at him like he sexualized her, like she was good enough to lay with, but she would never be good enough to carry on his arm. Seriously. Is that what you took from it or no?
Partially. I think Shawn, okay. In my mind, I want to say this. In my mind, I think he had 2 different lives. And she even said this. And I think a lot of guys who are spiritual, whether I agree with your religious views or not, go through this, where it's on one hand, the world standard is XYZ, but my God's standards is XYZ. So I feel like because she was willing to be a part of the Israelites, he was okay. As long as she was okay. Her being a part gave him a way to be a whore and spiritually okay with it.
Yeah, boom. Boom. Boom.
His wife wasn't cool with that because she's probably a church girl or a Christian. And with her, no, it's me and you. But this girl over here, Wanye introduced him into her life. Now, mind you, y'all got, for those of y'all who were 80s, 90s babies, y'all remember Wanye had the love triangle with Brandy and what's the girl name? I don't know. Adina Howard.
Oh, that was a look.
Yeah. Yes. He was with Brandy and cheated on her with Freak Like Me.
You know what? You show right, friend.
That's how Adina lost her record deal. And so I'm just showing y'all the character. When y'all allow somebody to introduce y'all into faith and all that type of stuff, look at that character. Look at that character. That says a lot about what you're about to get yourself into.
Sure does.
So he allows Wanye to influence him to go into this life. Because see, Wanye had a way to, I'm going to be married to this woman over here and I'm going to still be doing my thing, according to what this woman said. So Shawn did the same thing because he wanted to be in holy matrimony over here, but it wasn't holy, and be a whore on this side. So yeah, girl, it's crazy.
So she said that, like I said, she got introduced into the faith. She went to a few meetings or whatever, and I guess she said she liked what she was hearing and all that stuff. And she said that, you know, when they finally did have sex, it wasn't it. You know, this is supposed to be the moment where I'm about to spiritually become your wife. And she said they was literally just at a hotel with, I guess, a bucket of chicken or some shit. It was just random and just regular, wasn't nothing special about it. He just smashed her. And I was like, you didn't even get nothing, like some roses, some flowers, no nothing.
Girl, because what was all the waiting for?
Like, exactly. I was like, for that?
Let me tell you something. You know, I'm abstaining until marriage. I wish my husband would
girl
be like, all right, let's go. No, what?
Literally. Now let's rewind back to his wife. What was her name? Chandra or something like that?
Sharonda,
I think. Yeah, Sharonda. So the girl Avonte said that he got with Chandra after they were doing whatever they were doing, and she used to be their stylist. Once they got together, she quit being the stylist and I guess became, the girlfriend or whatever. And she knew when he proposed to her, she knew the wedding was coming up. Mind you, this whole time she's over here preparing herself to be his spiritual wife. She's in a whole nother relationship with somebody else. But didn't she say that when she saw herself thinking about him every day and really wanted to be around him, that's when she finally cut things off with the other guy, and the other guy didn't find out until years later, until everything came out publicly, that that's why she indeed cut off their engagement or whatever. But so she said that she knew the wedding day was approaching. At that time she was still engaged to her guy. She says that Shawn called her on their wedding day to ask her, is she okay with this? And she said, yeah, I'm okay. Go marry your wife. And she said to Tasha K that she wasn't a jealous person. She, wanted him to be happy.
Can I say something? I have two.
Go ahead, because this is above me.
I have two things to say. Number one, where Tasha K, I feel, dropped the ball was she didn't ask her about her background. Avonte made a few statements that made me want to inquire about her childhood. She said, first of all, she's attracted to men in power. That's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But the reason why I say that is because she had the fiance who was of the upper echelon. She gets with Shawn, who is of the upper echelon. And what she says about joining the religion was, it was different from me than the average person because I got to meet with the apostles and this person and that person.
She did. It's like she got to skip the line.
Yes. She became involved because she was able to get a star rising. Like, I need to talk to sis. But anyway, you just asked me about her being called and saying she's not a jealous person. I just want us to be careful of the images and the wording we put out there. Women, you desiring to have your husband to yourself does not make you a jealous person. You desiring to have a monogamous relationship does not make you wrong or weak. For her to say, well, I wasn't a jealous person, so go ahead. Excuse me? Because I want you to myself, I'm jealous? Ma'am, please have. I was trying to have grace for her because to me, it sounds like, yes, she was a side chick. Well, main, then side, then I don't know.
Oh, God, Jesus.
I try to have grace for her because it sounds like she has been spiritually manipulated and spiritually abused in order to think this is okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not a jealous person, so go marry your wife. To me, even if I were in a situation like that, I would be like, so how many ever years ago when we was together and we had sex in that hotel room with Janet Jackson playing in the background?
Oh, yeah, she did say Janet Jackson was playing. Wow. Wow. Wowzers.
You up here to my baby, would you You got Janet Jackson whispering in the background, and my question to you, ma'am, at no point when he proposed to this girl over here were you like, well, why wasn't I
good enough? Like, or why didn't you desire me enough? I could be your spiritual wife, but I can't be the wife.
Yeah.
That just blew me. Like, but I feel like it was, like I said, he knew from the jump that he was never going to be with her in that way because she fell for the okie doke with this religious bullshit. Sorry, but I feel like that's what he was feeding her, was some religious bullshit or whatever. Because even out of her mouth, she made it seem like Sharonda wasn't going for that bullshit. She had said, because remember she was saying that she was the type that would mother him and would tell him, you better not look at her, you better not do this. Woo! I'm like, excuse you, because she had standards enough to tell him you ain't gonna be doing this, that, and the third on me. That meant she made it seem like the girl was weak or something. Shit. I was like, what? Just because
She
you allow
felt,
him to have other women.
but she didn't allow it. Here's the gotcha. She, Avonte, I keep forgetting this baby name. She didn't allow it. She felt like he was cheating because she pulled the Evelyn Lozada and told him, just be honest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So when he
Remember
wasn't
when
honest
Evelyn
and
said
didn't tell
that?
her up front, yeah.
Right. So it would have been fine if he was just honest. So you mad that he's not honest with you because, and she said, kept saying, I didn't want to be that.
Her. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be her. What, bitch? What?
But you were that. You ended up being that because the same thing you called yourself doing with him to her, although you said I was his spiritual wife and all this stuff, she didn't know about you. You made that very clear that she didn't know. And she said, hold on, let me look at this because I had to write this down. This baby said, as long as she's good and doesn't find out, we're good.
Girl, she didn't she? And with confidence.
I wrote that down because at that point you went from I went from having compassion because thinking you on some religious manipulation cult type stuff to saying, oh, you know exactly what you was doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So then you had the nerve to get upset when he got a harem.
Mm-hmm. And because he didn't tell you about it, then you was over there on suicide watch.
Girl.
But you had no compassion for what you were doing to the wife. She was like, yeah, I was with him on the road all the time while she was at home with the kids. I traveled with him. And Tasha K was like, so did he take care of you financially? Oh, let's point out too that Tasha K said when she met him, when she said to Tasha K when she met him, the group was going through financial problems.
Right.
So it seemed like they had money, but they didn't even have money. So it wasn't even an issue of her being in it for the money because the money never was there for her from the jump. So she literally was in it for him, obviously.
Wait. Not only was the money not there, but when the man got money,
he still
said, that's okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. Girl, she was like, I was still paying my own bills because I had it like that. I always make sure I had money saved up. She was like, he gave me rings and bags and stuff, and we went on trip. But when Tasha asked her, so how big was the ring? Her ass didn't say nothing because that motherfucker wasn't bull. There was some bullshit that he gave you. Girl, bye. You got a Zales special. Girl, get out of here. Get out of here. He never even took care of you financially. Like nothing. All you got out of this was a couple of trips and a wet ass, literally, and a broken heart, and one abortion and a miscarriage.
Right.
Let's talk about that.
But
and that hold up, friend. But when she said that he made it clear that he wouldn't have been happy about her keeping a child with him.
Mm-hmm. But she tried to act as if she was somehow on the level of his wife, but I don't know what kind of spirit y'all in with this spiritual wife. I don't know what kind of spirit y'all in, but when we are one, yeah, you take care of me, Doc. I don't understand this.
I sure don't.
I'm your wife, your spiritual wife. And spiritual, we using that term loosely. I'm your spiritual wife. See, y'all got to be careful when y'all getting with these men because spirit can mean anything. Girl. There is a paranormal world and a supernatural world. You his demonic wife,
child. All that bullshit where the people out here, that's my husband, that's my wife, and they not a damn piece of paper or nothing involved. Y'all ain't shit.
But here's the thing. Nothing. They do that all the time. Marriage is just a piece of paper. So is money, but you want that.
Exactly.
Your
Exactly.
driver's license is just a piece of paper, but it gives you the legal right to operate a vehicle. That's the same thing with marriage. But Shorty got up there and legitimately said he never had to worry about me.
I bet he didn't.
Girl, that gave me a headache.
I bet he
Be
didn't have to worry
proud.
about you. Exactly. Because you let him off scot free. Like, I felt like he was playing her from the jump. He knew he had a dummy on his hands. That's how it came across to me. Like, he hid everything from his wife and had his wife over there thinking, of course, that she was the one, the only one. And he was able to be honest with her because with Avonte, because that's all she wanted was honesty. And then she said another part of their agreement is that he had to call her and check on her every day. That's all she required was honesty and a phone call. Mm-hmm. Wow. And you really thought that he was gonna respect you and put you up on this pedestal and treat you like this spiritual wife that he so-called claimed you were when that's all you required of him?
But Keisha, check this out. We got to be very specific with our requests. Like, there's a difference. And Marceau said this on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I've been saying this for years. If I'm in a relationship, what are you looking for? I'm not telling you honesty, because honesty means I'm asking you a question, you answering me truthfully. I want you to be transparent. There is a difference. I don't have to ask you nothing. Transparency is you letting me know what it is. You letting me know your moves. Shawn ain't lied to her because you ain't asked, do you have any more women?
Yep.
You wanted honesty. He gave you the honest truth that he wanted you to know. What you wanted was transparency. And I don't know why you required that. You cannot get what you don't put in. If he's not being if y'all not being transparent to this lady, because from the looks of it, the wife, maybe she would have been okay with some polygamous stuff. I don't know, because she's still with this man. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either, child.
But she probably still with him because he lied and was like, we're working on this. We're in counseling. I'm never going to do it again. You know.
Yeah, but then another girl came out after Avonte.
Yes.
So Sharonda got some shit with her too, but that's neither here nor there. Right. But what really got me out of the whole situation was when she got to the part of the story when she said in the last year of their relationship, because they had messed around in this spiritual wife and husband shit for about 8 or 9 years. He didn't had kids with the wife and all of this stuff. She didn't traveled and been the tour wife and this, that, and the third. And at one point in their relationship, they did introduce a girl into the relationship, but she said they ended up getting into it or whatever. So she did know about one, but she didn't know about the other ones that he secretly was dealing with also on the side. But she said in the last year of their relationship, she was just so sad and depressed because she was finding out things that he was seeing other women and he was lying and he wasn't doing the things that they had said that, they were going to do in this spiritual marriage. And so she said that in order for her to finally leave him alone, she had to do something drastic, which was tell the wife.
Girl. Wait. She said, wait. This was the line, because right before that, she said, Tasha asked her, so you didn't think he would cheat on you like he did with the wife? That baby said, since she was more open and understanding, she didn't think he would cheat. And then went ahead and said, in order to get rid of him completely, I had to burn the house down. Am I being punked?
Yes, she did say that. I'm like, so this whole time you respected her marriage in your mind by being quiet when she called, because she told Tasha that when she was with him and the wife would call, she would either just be quiet or busy herself with something, or he would leave the room and they would carry on as normal. So you, so called in your mind, have respected this woman. You've wished them nothing but the best. You had no problems with him marrying her. But when it came time for you to leave him alone, and because your feelings got hurt because he was fucking around on you, you decided, to, in your words, to burn the house down. Why you want to involve the wife now? I thought you weren't a jealous person. I thought that you were fine with all of this. Girl, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. I'm like, is this bitch hearing herself?
Smash the wheel.
This lady, y'all, if you didn't watch the interview, said that Shawn was going to Japan. He called her, let her know he was about to get on the flight, told her he loved her. She said, I love you too. Safe travels. He didn't even know that she was upset. He thinking everything is all right. She then puts a box together with a video of them together, printouts of emails between them, and all of this information. She said that she went over to the lady's house, over to their house, and left the box in front of their house or whatever. And that she called her, the wife, and told her to go outside. There's a box outside. Now she says she don't even remember how she got the girl number. Use a lie, but okay. You probably went through his phone one night, but all right. So the wife, I guess, went outside, got the box, saw the video because she included a video of them together on one of the trips. So they were kissing or whatever the case may be. She wrote the wife.
And there was a peen pic.
Oh yeah, the penis pic. And she wrote the wife a whole soliloquy telling her how sorry she is and how she was remorseful, and hopefully one day you can forgive me, but I just felt like you needed to know the truth about this life that he's been living. And she says that she did not know that the wife was pregnant when she did this, because by the time Shawn landed in Japan, he called her and was like, you just put my wife in the hospital. So the wife, I guess, had a breakdown or whatever, and was sent to the hospital when she found out all this information. And she was saying, if I would have known, I would have never did that. I would have waited. Girl, it don't matter what time, honestly, you did it. You shouldn't have did it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're bogus.
First of all, and this further erases the grace that I had built for her, because in the beginning of the interview, you were acting as if, I was a spiritual wife. I wasn't a mistress. I was a spiritual wife. I wasn't a mistress. Mm-hmm. And you want to keep saying that over and over again. Tasha said it a few times. But when you wanted to get free of this relationship, suddenly you turn into a mistress.
Yep.
Suddenly, instead of believing that you're a spiritual wife, you now know that this is wrong.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Right, all of a sudden it's wrong. And then she says in the letter, in order for me to move on, I need to tell you. In other words, in order for me to be free, I need to put this burden on you. Mm-hmm. Here you go. Let me tell you something.
I need for you to hurt too.
Shawn wife,
go ahead.
Shawn wife is a better woman than I will ever be.
Girl,
because it would have taken all the king's horses and all the king's men to put that hussy back together again. By the time I was done, and when I tell you, when Shawn looked up in Japan, he would have saw me outside his hotel room with a knife.
Girl,
that would have been the end of Boyz II Men.
Girl, I would fuck him up every time I saw him, and her as well, because ain't no way.
Hey, let me tell you something. When y'all talking about though we come to the end of the road, I'm talking about every time that song played, y'all would be crying, thinking about what I did to Shawn.
Oh no, it'll be on some one sweet day. Your ass is in heaven. Shit.
No. Okay.
Nigga. No, nigga. No. Like,
because it's like, I understand, again, nobody's perfect. So if somebody has a mess up and I'm not even to mess up and you get
right
another chance. I'm really not that type, at least not what I think right now, because I ain't married.
Yeah.
I understand you get another chance. But dude, you gonna have a whole relationship, and not just that, you knew this hussy before me. You brought me into it knowing that you was quote unquote demonically married to this girl. Let me tell you, y'all would have had to Humpty Dumpty, y'all would have had to put him back together again when I was done.
Because I don't know how she has been able to lay next to him, speak to him, breathe the same air as him, because it was betrayal on top of betrayal on top of betrayal in this shit. It was so many different layers to it. This woman has been pregnant by you. This woman has been around everybody. This woman has traveled with you. This woman, like you said, was around before I was even in the picture. This woman was around when I was pregnant with your children. This woman knew where we stayed and was bold enough to leave some shit on my front porch.
Listen. And I wouldn't be cool with Wanye.
Hell no, none of them niggas.
Cool with the band, the assistant, the managers, none of y'all. Y'all not coming to my house. We're not going to the we're not doing nothing.
Girl.
And here's the thing though, because we don't know if she laying next to that man every night. They might be on some Snoop Dogg and his wife type stuff, you know?
True.
We don't know. They might be in it for some people on some Wendy Williams type stuff. Like, I'm done, but I'm here till the kids grow up. Yeah. You never know.
You never know. But that's even still better than me, because ain't no way. And then on top of that, because she said she did it. She said she left the box and stuff so he wouldn't be able to lie his way out of the situation and say that she's crazy and da. Well, she then goes on to say that about a week later, after all of this stuff happens, she'd been in the bed crying, depressed. She gets a phone call saying, have you been on Twitter? Because it seemed like Shawn is on there talking about you. So she goes on Twitter, and apparently he got on there and said some devil trying to ruin his marriage. And
but that timeline didn't even make sense, Keisha. I need Tasha K to do her homework, because it couldn't have been a week later, because if y'all was together from the late 90s, that means the early 2000s. Like, I don't know. Something seemed
no. She was talking about a week later after she left the thing on the girls on their porch.
Right, but she left it there 8 years in. Was Twitter a thing?
Yeah, Twitter's around about 2019. Yeah, I remember being on there.
Mm-hmm. No, that's 20 years later. Was it around? Because I guess that is 10. Okay.
Yeah, because they supposed to broke up around 2010 or something like that. Ooh. What was I going to say? But he got on social media and called the lady a devil. And so she got online and clapped back. And then she said that the only time that her and Sharonda ever talked is because she called her and basically told her, you better get your husband before I let it all out. Girl, bitch, girl.
But did you hear her lie? Or maybe she was telling the truth. I don't know this lady. She said, I thought I was calling him. How the heck you thought you was calling him?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, girl, get out of here. You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing.
Again, Sharonda, whatever your name is, Mrs. Stockman is a better woman than I will ever be. Because not you finna call my phone.
Girl, I'm just looking like, y'all let this Scooby-Doo looking ass nigga play y'all like this. This nigga, like, what? Like the audacity, nigga. Have you looked at yourself, sir, with your lame ass? I think that's what pissed me off even more, is that your lame ass had the nerve to do some shit like this. But hell, they all dumb. Everybody involved is just dumb and crazy to me.
Don't even have enough money to cheat on me. Like,
bro, then she was saying that she was paying bills and or giving them food and shit at one point, y'all. The girl said at one point they was going through some financial problems, that Shawn and his wife was going through some financial problems. They had to move out of their house into a condo, and that she was actually helping to pay for groceries and things for them.
Wait, hold on. What? I missed that. I thought she was saying
Yes.
she was paying for stuff for the two of them. Like,
Or
I
was she talking
can't.
about her and him? Well, regardless, if she was talking about giving him money for their family, or hell, even for them, regardless, bitch, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm. That girl said, I'll pay for the flights this time. What? Let me tell you something. One thing about me, I'm not finna fly myself out to see no man.
Nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere.
Not ever. Excuse me. I need to see you. Okay, I got the ticket. What?
How you gonna be cheating with a broke nigga? Like, what is going on? No, like she didn't get anything out of this, like except for what that dick must have been great, and I don't even see it being that great. No,
Listen, I don't
he
know
looked like
about
the
all
type
that.
that'll stick it in her belly button, not even know that that's her. Child,
Okay.
I can't. I can't.
I don't know about all that. I'm just gonna tell you that this woman, her muscular arms, her wedges, and her bandana really took me out tonight. I cannot believe,
ma'am,
what I just witnessed.
I saw them wedges. I said nothing good is going to come from this. You know I hate wedges, and then that wet and wavy weave. Like you said,
I don't hate all wedges, but those I hate. They was given very much early 2000s.
Girl, I was like, did you not know you was gonna be on YouTube today? Like, where is you going, girl?
Like, girl, you supposed to show out because you
Exactly.
you the legend, the centerfold, the urban model. You
That
supposed to be.
spandex.
I put Melissa Ford on, so you supposed to.
Girl, that spandex top she had on, and you saw her bra underneath, and I'm like, it's obvious he didn't buy you nothing. 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 How Tasha K look better than you? And that's saying a lot. Yeah. Yeah. But it was Tasha her acting like she had such moral, that she was on such a moral high ground when it came to cheating versus Ariana. I'm like, you hoes is the same.
Okay, so the only thing that makes them different is the compassion she says she has for her.
I didn't see it at all because you didn't have no compassion.
Just off the strength of you being there, that's not compassionate.
Exactly. Like what you're saying makes no sense. If you had compassion, you wouldn't involve yourself in this foolishness from the jump. If you had compassion, the moment he said, I'm about to say I do you have a problem with this? Actually, I do. Right. I wish you well. I'm already over here engaged to somebody else. Just to think about the nastiness. This is why I'm over here celibate now for the last 10 years. Because think about the nastiness of this. She got a man, she at home fucking. Then she over here fucking him. Shawn over there fucking the wife. God knows if they was doing anything outside of this. Like, it's just fluids on top of fluids on top of fluids. Just nasty. Ain't nobody using a condom. No, everybody, you putting my life in danger.
Exactly.
Girl.
But here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Two things. Number one, sis, get the reason why you was crying in fetal position when you found out about his harem is because you left your good man to be with Shawn.
Build-A-Bear, building blockhead ass girl.
From Boyz II Men, you left your good man. Number two, sis stopped her occupation.
Oh yeah, she stopped her bag, y'all, for this man. She said that she had to cover up to be with him. She couldn't be around her friends and stuff anymore. They abandoned her because she wasn't able to go out and do the stuff that she used to
because
do
of the religion.
Because of the religion. He had her over there secluded like a fool. Girl,
but listen, I just, because there are things that I would do for my faith. there are certain places I ain't going because of my faith. Certain activities I'm not participating in because of my faith. But if I'm doing this, it got to be a two-way street. I'm not, so I can't do nothing, and you get to do everything you want to.
But the
You
get
can
what
have
different. Hold up, because I just made me think about something. She kept on saying, "I didn't want to be her. I didn't want to be like the wife." But bitch, you were the wife. Like you literally were in the same position that the wife was in, but you didn't even realize it because the only time this nigga let you out the house is to go on tour with him. Other than that, when you couldn't be around, you had to sit your ass in the house, just like the wife had to sit her ass in the goddamn house.
Here's the thing, Keisha. I don't think the wife had to sit in the house.
Well,
She
probably,
did not have
yeah.
the same rules
Yeah, well,
as
true.
this. He treated you like a pet.
Really.
You
And
did
when
not
he
have the
was gone,
same
she was in her kennel.
period.
Like,
period.
you fucking a man that don't help you financially. You got to cover up. You can't go nowhere. You had to abort your baby. You ain't married to him. Like, what did you get out of this? I just don't understand. But she acted like she was just so much higher than she actually was, and it's just like, are you listening to yourself? Because what I got out of it, even though it's been years later, what I got out of the interview is that she really still thinks that she was this man's spiritual wife, and that she really thought that she was something when it came to him.
Because again, it's the religious aspect of it. So I don't know why in y'all faith that, now I do believe that having sex makes y'all have a covenant that should be in marriage,
right?
But it don't make you married. Like, so you was okay with this because the spirituality, quote unquote, the demonicness of it all makes you feel that this is my justification.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be with her. Like, I would have compassion for her if I felt like she was being spiritually manipulated. But the fact that when you were ready to leave, you said, "I'm sorry. Let me know that the entire 9 years you knew it was wrong. Because if it wasn't wrong, why are you apologizing to this lady?"
Exactly. And why did you feel the need to expose it once you was done? Because you wanted somebody to hurt and be punished and to feel the same way that you was feeling because your feelings got hurt.
When Tasha K asked her, "Why didn't y'all just do a polyamorous relationship?" And that girl said, "It ain't that type of party."
I'm like, but what type of party was it? You just said as long as he was honest with you and told you if he wanted to sleep with somebody else, you would be okay with it.
I'm going to bed. It's like watching Evelyn on Iyanla Fix My Life all over again. I don't have time.
And I know polyamory is when you all are dating the same person. So it is different, but it's basically an open relationship. But at the end of the day, you knew he was still over there fucking his wife. So, like, why does it matter?
Girl, they could have been sister wives, sure. Well, the wife wasn't gonna go for that. It seemed like, I don't know.
No, but then when you found out about the girl that came after you, there was another spiritual wife.
That
should have let you know that was some bullshit. And you sit up here coaching the girl on how to leave. Girl,
let me tell you something. Shawn,
I can't get over it.
I just keep saying his name and pausing because I can't believe it. But it's the self-hate of it all,
girl.
And why you did this with black women?
Yeah, because let's talk about him. Because we never go in on the men as much as they need to be gone in on. Because I'm looking at this SpongeBob square peg head ass, iPhone K-shaped head. Like, this nigga is like a walking test tube, baby. Like, gross.
What?
You got the nerve to be out here thinking that you goddamn Hugh Hefner. Like, excuse you. But I gotta give it to him though, because the nigga played that shit well. Like this nigga was broke, didn't have shit, and he was able to bag these girls and trick them. At girl, every girl. It's just
He
the
didn't trick.
audacity of it
I
all.
think it's the fact that he never tricked sister girl for me. Like he tricked the wife, but he ain't tricked sister girl.
Yeah,
She
because
just was
yeah, she was just dumb.
willingly like,
Yeah,
okay,
willing like
you gonna be in
okay,
this,
all right.
you gonna be in a religion, I'm gonna be in it too. Let me tell you something. I ain't following nothing that Ninja Turtle Wanye put
Oh,
me in, and that's
oh,
on period. I'm
oh.
not listening to nothing that Ninja Turtle Wanye got to say.
I'm not listening to nobody that head go like this every time. Nigga, are you all right?
Now that makes me think like, okay, so Brandy had a season where she had unbelief in God. I'm wondering, girl, was it because of Wanye?
I'm about to hang up. I'm about to hang up. I'm about to hang up. I'm
Girl,
about to hang up.
Wanye in these Hollywood streets turning everybody out.
I'm about to hang up.
Girl, I need to talk to Brent. Girl, call Brandy back. If you're an old Peace Squad member, you know.
Right. But wait a minute. Wasn't he substantially older than Brandy when he was fucking with her? That's a whole nother thing, you nasty nigga. Ugh.
They probably was all right with that over there with them Hebrew Israelite style.
Praying on
I don't know, but that man, I want to know. I would need to call Brandy and ask her, is he the reason why you stopped believing in God?
Wow.
One thing about me, I'm putting two and two together.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Shawn, but y'all don't let nobody be manipulating you spiritually. That's really what this boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
That and low self-esteem. You can't tell me this girl's self-esteem was up to par and allowing all of this to go down. And Shawn, here's the other thing. If you really thought you was a king, because we always talk about the women and our self-esteem and all this stuff, but if a man really thinks he's a king, he ain't spreading whole seeds all over the world. And that's period, point blank. He'll think of himself as higher. Something is wrong with Shawn that you have to live 2 and 3 different lives.
Exactly. I'm on his Instagram page now, droopy-eyed bastard.
I saw the comments.
Girl.
It's people in there talking about, listen, Shawn, just go ahead and turn these comments off.
Still to this day?
Well, yeah, because that just happened yesterday. The interview just happened yesterday. So people.
You talking about the? Oh, okay. Is these his children? Oh no, girl.
I don't know.
This lazy-eyed nigga.
Not lazy-eyed. Oh my god. Is his wife black?
Yeah, she's black. Oh, September 1st, 2021. Look at us. Through good times, bad times, and even worse times. Through struggles and fears, the pain we bared, the healing we found in our tears. You define to me what a true friend is. You define what an amazing mother is. Our song is a masterpiece. No way no one else could remake this. Look at us, still after so much. We're still able to laugh and dance, gatekeepers of each other's feelings, emotions, insecurities, and such. You are my rock, always have been. With our union, we created. With our children, we solidified our legacy. With our love, we entreat divinity and play out our destiny. Before we even knew each other, it was already written. We're one of one. Cheers to what will be our future. Tears of joy and a hug exhale for all that we've done. I love you, Mick Stockman. Happy 20th. Wow. Here she is, Chad.
She like it. I love it. That's all I got. She's very beautiful.
Yeah, pretty wedding. Pretty wedding. Just to
She's
think,
beautiful.
hours before he had just called and asked if it was okay.
Not hours. Right before done. Hey, you good? You good with this? All right. Cause what was he gonna do?
Exactly. Like if she would have said, "No, I'm not okay with this." What was he? Is it gonna be over then or what? Because it was mighty funny that when he found out that she reached out to the wife, the first thing that came out of his mouth was, we can't never see each other again. Girl, he was ready to drop your ass.
And you sent my wife to the hospital.
Yeah, oh yeah, didn't he blame it on her?
Girl, I'm
You
going home.
sent it. And then when the other girl came out, he blamed everything on the other girl too. Girl.
But here's the thing. The men love to do that. The devil try. It's the same. I don't want to bring up their marriage because they working on it. But the same thing John Gray did. This devil that tries to infiltrate our relationship.
The devil ain't got shit to do with this. I know
Same thing
Lucifer be
Martell
down there
did.
like, excuse you, nigga. I ain't had shit to do with this. Now I'm over here minding my business for once, nigga. The fuck?
Right. It's the same thing Martell did. The peasant that tried to come in between us. These women ain't trying to come in between y'all. Y'all willingly walked y'all hunky-dory tails over to these women.
Exactly.
I think it's so funny how Sister Girl was so elated that the people was dragging him on social media. Well, welcome to the world, girl. It's your turn now because they dragging you in the comments.
Yeah, they was dragging her in Tasha K comments. Yeah, I'm on his last post. Who else is here because of Tasha K video? What's going on with Tasha? I don't like it. Here comes the wino gang in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here for the mess after the messy interview. Child. I'm just so disappointed. Out of the entire group, I always had a soft spot for you because you seemed different. Boy, was I wrong. I hope you're doing better by your wife. Well, that's that on that.
Dear God, I see what's going on out here with these other folks. Melody and Martell.
Keep it away from me,
Marceau and Tisha. The Stockmans and the sad piece. God, I don't want to be in a 3-piece relationship.
No, I want a 2-piece and a biscuit, and that's my kids and some money.
Listen, in Jesus' name, please don't even let nobody ugly Ninja Turtle looking son be talking to my future husband right now, trying to convince him to be a whore. Please. Guard my heart, Jesus, so I don't be out here having a fight because somebody raggedy son tried to play me. I believe you can, and I believe I'm gonna have a good man, and Keisha too. In Jesus' name, amen.
Because I'm a killer, so he already know.
Period.
I'm shooting first and asking questions later. Because I wish a Devontae would. I wish a Devontae would.
One thing about me, I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. But as my cousin Dorothy said, I will cut you and then go and pray and tell God you bleeding. Don't try that with me.
Hey T Squad, it is Keisha. Before I wrap up this video, after me and Sheridan filmed and I was going online searching for pictures and videos, I came across Shawn's Instagram apology to his wife. So I want you guys to check it out and I'm going to give some quick thoughts on what I think.
Hello everybody. I just want to let everybody know about some things that has transpired in my personal life that apparently has been I guess around social media for certain people to attack people that I care about. I'm apologizing on record to my wife about my infidelity, about me doing things outside of the marriage that I'm not supposed to be doing with people who I had no business dealing with. For them to be as cavalier as to do the things that they did to try to break my family apart. I'm apologizing on record to my family and to anyone else who I've hurt.
Well, it's apparent that at the time he hadn't learned anything and he tried to place all the blame on Avonte. He didn't take really any responsibility for what he did, because even in that apology, he kept on making it seem like other people were to blame for his marital troubles. If you weren't having an affair with these people, then there wouldn't have been anything to come out about you, sir. He's disgusting. She's a fool. Avante's an idiot. Anybody else that deals with him, somebody whose head is shaped like an iPhone, anybody who deals with a man whose head is shaped like an iPhone charger or a Roku remote or a box of Cheez-Its or a deep freezer or a flat screen television or a camcorder, I don't even have nothing for you. This nigga head is literally shaped like a novel, but there's nothing written on the pages, my nigga. Like, you need to be happy you even got a wife. You need to be happy that anybody even want to lay down and procreate with your ugly ass. Ugly. You need to be tied to a religion to get a bitch to want your ass. You dirty dick nigga, you. And I don't understand how her ass is sitting over there laying next to you, but she a better bitch than I ever be. So God bless her, her ovaries and her heart. Hope you don't ever pass her nothing. I hope you didn't put your dick up because you need to. It don't even like he working with nothing. Lame ass nigga. This man is literally a $1.25 soaking wet. This man can wear a size 2 in women's clothes. He is literally shaped like a bag of Twizzlers. He is shaped like a straw. He's shaped like a tadpole. He's shaped like a stop sign. The man literally looks like the crab from The Little Mermaid. And he got the nerve to be out here slanging dick like he Hugh Hefner. Disgusting.
All right, y'all. That's all the tea that we have today. We're going to leave it on that note. Let us know what you thought about the interview. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Let us know any topics that you want us to discuss moving forward with Tea Party. This was a doozy, child. This was a doozy. Thank you, Sheridan, for joining us again over here. Make sure you guys subscribe to Sheridan's YouTube channel. Sheridan, give them all the information.
Yes, y'all, my Hawaii vlog trip is up right now, so check me out. My YouTube channel is Sheridan S. Davis, and I know y'all gonna see me in the comments, so just click my name and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.
Yes, and let them know about your upcoming book box.
Oh yeah. Okay, so most of y'all know I just released a book last year called Late Registration. We are doing the sequel to Late Registration called Homecoming. If you want to order a book box, you can do so. Check my Instagram. It'll be the link in my bio. It's a good box. The people say the book is good, so check it out.
It's very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it and got a good kiki. Y'all, Sheridan was being mannish. That's all I got to say. She was being mannish. She was not being a pastor at that moment, but I kind of encouraged it, so I kind of loved it. But give everybody your Instagram handle.
Okay, my Instagram handle, Facebook, everything is at Sheridan S. Davis.
Okay, my child is home. I need to love on him because he looks like he's tired from his day of work. Oh, what it is to be a man.
Aww.
All right, you guys, we love you. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Once again, make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and we will see you on the next video. Peace.
Bye.